Hello boys, welcome to Revising English, the digital platform created by the Colegio Peñafort's English department with which we can study from home the contents that we learn in class. With this video, we will study Unit 2. In this unit, we are going to see the conditionals, the second, third, mixed, inversion and alternatives of it, and the inversion of subject and verb. Let's start with the conditionals and the second conditional. We use the second conditional to talk about an imaginary situation or event and its result in the present or future. We form the second conditional with the past simple in the conditional if clauses and will plus verb infinitive in the result clause. It is also possible to put the if clause at the end of the sentence, but the more were can be used instead of was in the conditional clause with I. Here we have an example of the second conditional. If you live in Madrid, you'd quickly learn Spanish. Let's look at the third conditional. We use the third conditional to talk about the imaginary result of things that didn't happen in the past. It is often used to express criticism or regret. We form the third conditional with if plus past perfect, comma, will have plus past participle. It is also possible to put the if clause at the end of the sentence. Look at the example. If you had got up earlier, you wouldn't have missed the bus. Mixed conditionals. We use mixed conditionals to talk about imaginary situations and events and their results in the present or past. They are a mixture of second and third conditionals. The formation is the next. If plus past perfect and will plus infinitive, or if plus past simple and will have plus past participle. Here we have some examples. If you'd worn a coat, you wouldn't have a bad cold now. Or, if I owned a warm coat, I'd have worn it. Let's look at the inversion. In a more formal style, in if clauses that contain the auxiliary verbs should, were, or had, we can omit if and invert the subject and auxiliary verb. Had I seen him, I would have told you that the normal way is, if I had seen him, I would have told you. We have some alternatives to if. We can use unless instead of if not. When we want to say we'll do the first thing if the second condition does not happen. We'll have a barbecue unless it rains, if it doesn't rain. We can sometimes use so as long as or provided that instead of if in first conditional sentence. We can watch the film as long as it's not too late. In case introduces a possibility against which a precaution is needed. Hold on to the handrail in case you slip. We can use what if or supposing that to ask somebody to imagine that something will happen or that something is true. What if you fail the exam? Now we are going to see the inversion of subject and verb. Some adverbs can be used at the beginning of a sentence to add emphasis. The effect can also be to make the sentence sound more formal. In these cases, the auxiliary verb is put before the subject. If there is no auxiliary verb, do, does, or did is used. With inversion of subject and verb, we have negative or near negative adverbs, never, not since, not longer, in no way, only rarely, seldom, such as never have I heard such a ridiculous thing. The adverbs well and little, so and such with that to express the result, adverbial expressions of place and movement, especially when they are followed by transitive verbs such as come, sit, stand, or walk, words that describe certain noises, and conditional sentence with clauses that contain the auxiliary verb should, were, or had. We can omit if and invert the subject and auxiliary verb. When placed at the start of the sentence, some adverbials require other changes in addition to the inversion of subject and verb. With no sooner the main clause starts with done. We use not only but also to emphasize that two events have happened. Either with a negative verb can change to neither nor with an affirmative verb. Under any circumstances with a negative verb can change to under no circumstances with an affirmative verb. Anywhere with a negative verb can change to nowhere with an affirmative verb. For one moment or second moment with a negative verb can change to not for one moment or second moment with an affirmative verb. Until with a negative verb can change to not until with an affirmative verb. Here we finish revising English from Unit 2.